Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome this evening. Want to say welcome to everybody this evening. And this is Wednesday, April 23rd. Trying to get everybody here in Instagram land here together. Let's find everybody where everybody is at. Yes. Thank you. So we all go live together in Instagram land as well. Let's see. All right, we are here. Everybody is here. And let's go back. All right. Gotta find out where I am. Give me 1 second, Mundo here. Here we go. Ooh. Hello, everybody. I'm just welcoming everybody to this evening. I am so happy. Everybody is here today. Today is episode 89. 89. And I'm so happy that you are here. This is Stay Sexy Wellness. It's a sponsor of the broadcast this evening. And I want to know, where are you viewing from? Please tell me where you're viewing from. I'd really love to know. Thank you, and thank you. So let me tell you my transformation statement, who I am. My name is Coach Dawn Allen, and I am the CEO of Stay Sexy Wellness. And I help overweight middle-aged women who feel unworthy, forgotten, and unseen go from being stressed out to having energy, drive, and motivation by making small changes in nutrition, in their movement, in their physical activity, so they can become fine. They can become fit and fine and fabulous, loving themselves from the inside out. Because everything starts from the inside. You know, what you put in your body makes you feel well, and it's going to eventually show on the outside, because you're going to feel better and you're going to look better and you'll be doing all kinds of activities. They're going to say, what is she doing? She's so active. She's so live. She used to be this and now she's that. What is going on? And they're going to notice. They're going to notice when you are fit, fine, and fabulous, loving yourself from the inside out. Thank you for viewing this evening. And those who have been rocking with me, actually, even though episode 89, for real, it's episode 99. So let me explain a little bit what happened. Well, in February, we had Black History Month, and I wanted to do 10 episodes, but only did 7. So I had to do 88, 7, had to do 7, 87, 88, 89, had to make those up. But in hindsight, this is 99. If this is 99, do the math, next Wednesday will be my 100th episode. I'm clapping for myself, because it's a win for me. So next Wednesday will be number 100, 100. And that is a big win for me, because I thought I would never be doing this. I really didn't think I would ever reach 100, but here I am. And next week will be 100. So it might be a little bit surprising, might be a little bit different next week. So you never know what I'm going to do. Trust me, I'm a Gemini. You never know what we're going to do next. You never know. So episode 89, but really 99. And the episode name is this: is your scale a foe? Is it a lifeline, or is it a friend? We're going to talk about that tonight. And I really love this episode, because really I'm talking about, I can relate to this so much. And I want to know, during this podcast, when it's valuable for you and when you can relate. Because that's really important to me, when it's valuable and when you can relate to what I'm saying. Because everything I want to do, I want to be able to for you to relate to it and definitely be valuable. I want to know that I am on point. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about what is a scale, get a little background. What is it? The purpose of it. And then we're going to answer the question. We're going to answer the question: when is a scale a foe? When is a scale a lifeline? And when is a scale your friend? Okay. So this is what I want to know at the end of the podcast. I want you to really think about this and think about what it is to you. What is a scale to you? And for me, it's, you'll see. Well, I'm not gonna do a spoiler alert, but I'm just gonna tell you a little bit. So I'm gonna give you a definition of what a scale is. You know, a scale pretty much is used to accurately measure the weight or mass of an object. Okay, very simple. And there are different kinds of scales. Okay. And one of the scales could be a manual scale. And those are the ones like when you go to the doctor's office and you stand on that scale and it has that long pole and it has your height and you put the thing, that is called a manual scale because you are actually moving yourself, moving the scale itself so it can adjust, from the 0 to 50 to 50 to 100 and so on. So it is a manual scale and it does measure your weight. Okay. Then we have a digital scale. A digital scale is the one you step on, okay, and it has the LCD lights up. So when the number comes up, you see it's lit up. Okay, that's a digital scale, and it's displayed on the screen, the number of weight, and the weight could be expressed in pounds or it could be kilograms. Okay, so and the last one, the newest type of scale, are called smart scales. Now these scales are pretty interesting, and they're more accurate more than any other one because, well, they're more helpful if you want to measure your weight loss. Okay. And the reason why it does, of course, give you the weight, tell you what your weight is. Okay. But it also tells you more of your body composition. What do I mean by body composition? Not that it tells you how much you weigh, but it also gives you a percentage of how much muscle and how much fat you have. Okay, because when you lose weight, you do want to lose weight, but you want to know what it is sometimes. What is it? It's made up of something. How much muscle, how much fat. Okay, because you don't want to lose muscle, you want to lose fat. Okay, and sometimes when you let's say you might lost a pound of fat, but you might have gained a pound of muscle, and your weight might look the same, but your clothes look different because you lost fat, right? And you might have gained muscle. So it's going to do adjustment. But anyway, hindsight, the smart scales, they not just give you how much you weigh, they also tell you your body fat percentage. And also they may give you your water retention and how much is that weight fat, how much is that weight muscle, and how much is that weight water. So that's pretty interesting to know when you're trying to lose weight, how to adjust and how things change. But hindsight, we have scales. At the end of the day, the scale tells you how much weight you weigh. Okay. And it's used for a data tracker. Okay. So that's basically what it is. So what I want to talk about today is this. When is a scale your foe? So let me tell you my story. I'm going to start with that. So I don't know about you, but I did not like scales because most of the time, the only time I got on a scale is when I had to go to the doctor's office. What happens when you go to the doctor's office? The first thing they do is tell you, get on a scale. And I did not like the number on the scale. Nope. And every time I go there, doctor will say, you can lose some weight. I'm like, I hear you. Wham. No. I heard him, but I didn't hear him. I didn't want to hear him. Okay. So every time I go there, I have to hear about you need to lose weight. And they'll say, well, every year you come, it's normal to gain 1 or 2 pounds. That's nice. That's wonderful. And the thing about it is, you hear a warning, they tell you this, but you don't want to hear it because you're not ready to hear that, right? Until one day, I was spiritually driven to get on the scale. And when I got on the scale, I weighed 203 pounds or 92.07 kilograms. And I could not believe what I saw. I couldn't. I had to get on a scale 2 more times, a total of 3 times, and the number did not change. And I said to myself, how did I get here? And I had to think, I had to backtrack for a moment because I'm saying, like, I had warnings. Because I had one, the doctor told me every year I go to the doctors, I need to lose weight, right? And he said, you're going to gain 1 to 2 pounds every year. Did the math, yeah. So between 30 and 60 pounds, that's about right. And then I thought about it. What other signs did I get? Well, I'm tired. I have no energy. Okay, because I'm overweight, right? And then one of the really craziest ones was as I'm walking, my knees give out. So I'm like, ooh. So what I used to do to play it off when I go shopping, grab me a shopping cart. And of course, you can use shopping cart to shop, but I need that box. That thing was for me was support, just in case my knees start to give out. So I had the warning, all of them, but I didn't listen until I was spiritually driven to get on the scale. And when the spirit tells you to do something, you do it. Because guess what? When they warn you and tell you and you don't do it, it's always worse. Something else coming behind it. So you know what? This is it for me. 203 pounds was bad for me because I said I would never, ever, ever weigh 200 pounds. That was like my cutoff. Like never, ever. Not me, not moi. Them, she, he, the, but not me. But I was that person. I was she. I was he. I was them. That was it. The 203 was my last thing. You know how they say that a dog will lay on a nail until it hurts? That was my hurt. That was my pain point. 203 was my magic number. I don't know what your magic number is, but mine is 203. And when the spirit tells you to do something, you don't play with it. You don't play with it. And because normally I could be a little stubborn, I could be a little hard-headed, I could be slow to change, but at that time I instantly went on that scale. No change, no slow motion, no nothing, no hesitate. Boom. So I knew this was real. This was my warning. It's my last warning. Well, it might have been my last warning, but I'm not trying to be stupid and wait for another warning. Oh, no. So I immediately said, what should I do? And immediately I got an answer. How many times have you asked a question and you had to wait maybe a day, maybe a week, maybe a month, maybe a year, maybe years, and you haven't got a response? Now, when you know I got it instant, get on the scale, instant, do this. I was like, dang, this is for real. Got on the scale. So they told me this. The Lord told me to go to the computer and look something up. Now, at that time, I was not a computer buff. The only time I went on the computer was to pay bills. That was it. I go and pay the bill and get off. But I went to the computer. I found a school that resonated with my heart. When I seen it, I knew it was for me. It was mine. That was my message. That's where I'm supposed to be. So I signed up that night. School started 2 weeks later. And months later, now I am a integrated nutrition health coach. I'm going to say it one more time. Integrated nutrition health coach. Now, there are some coaches that teach you about how to lose weight by what you eat, nutrition, and exercising, physical activity. That's good. But integrated, we do more than that. We do everything else. We do those two, but other stuff. What other things that may affect your weight loss, or weight gain, other stuff like self-care and things like that. I'm not getting into it right now, but we do other stuff, not just those two. Those are the deep, but there are other stuff that affect your ability to lose weight that people don't think about, like sleep and things like that, and self-care, a lot of. So we don't just do those two. We include the whole person for you to balance everything. Just saying. So what I'm saying to you was this. When I was going to school, I was so focused on what to eat. What to eat. And when I finally checked out, did a check, I lost 20 pounds. And I was just focusing on the eating part. I wasn't focusing on the physical activity. I wasn't focused on everything that is to be integrated. So I said, let me just do the right thing. And when I focused on everything I'm supposed to do, I lost another 30 pounds. Yep. So I lost a total of 50 pounds. Thanks to the Lord. So for me, the scale in the beginning was my foe. I hated the scale. I hated to get on that thing because I knew the number. I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to see it. I didn't hear it. And I felt that when I got on the scale at the doctor's office, it was 5 pounds more because that scale did not match my scale. Whenever I decided to check, it didn't match with 5 pounds over. It was some kind of booby trap, some kind of sabotage to make us feel bad about ourselves. That's what I was thinking. That was my story. I'm thinking with that. I just think, you know what? That thing is off. It's wrong. So in the beginning, for me, I don't know about you, the scale is my enemy because I don't like that number. I didn't like it. I never liked it. And then when I got on the scale 203, the scale was my lifeline. Because without that scale, without me going to that scale and seeing that 203, I don't know where I'd be right now. I might have some type of chronic disease, diabetes, cancer, any of those chronic diseases. I could have had any of those if I didn't get on that scale and see that 203 and start doing something about it. I take no medicine right now, nothing. The only thing I do is take is vitamins. I don't have no disease, no high blood pressure, none of that stuff. No diabetes, none of that. I hope I stay that way. But because that scale was my life, that was my lifeline. That was it, man. That could have saved my life. Getting on that scale was my lifesaver. So now I changed my thinking, and now my scale is my friend. It's my friend to me because now I have my goals set. So when I get on the scale a couple times a week, I see how I'm doing. Oh, you gained a pound. Oh, I have to readjust what I'm doing to get it back to where it's supposed to be. Oh, you lost weight. Okay, whatever you're doing, keep it up. So now my scale is my friend. It helps me to stay on track. It helps me to do what I'm supposed to do so I won't go too far off the edge. So I'm going to try to see some comments here. So I hope I can get on and do some comments in. Don't mess it up here. I'm going to give it a shot. See how my comments are doing. I can see you. Oh, no, not seeing you there. Oh, no. Okay, Instagram's giving me business right now. So not like my friend exactly. Okay. Not like my friend right now. But I'll read the comments later. But I'm hoping that you are getting some value from here. If you are, pop them in there. I'll look at the comments later. I'm hoping you're getting value. So for me, my story is the scale can be a foe if it's not showing you what you want to see. If it's really, you hate it. Like I hated that thing. Ooh, I hate the scale. I hated going to the doctor's. I knew the first thing on tell me is get on that scale. Oh, God. But, the scales is pretty much accurate, tell you what it is. And then for me, the scale was my lifeline. It was my lifesaver because it could have saved my life because I could have been keep on going up and up and up. I had gained, I think, 50, 60 pounds. And if you think about it, so if you're starting at age 25 and at, let's say, 45, that's 20 years from now, from 25 to 45 was 20. And you multiply that 20 times 2, you gain 40 pounds in 20. From 20 to 45, you gain 40 pounds. So it could be like 140 to 180. That's a lot of weight gain. But 2 pounds might not seem like a lot, but over time, that's the problem. And I remember one year I went to the doctor and he says, "You lost 1 pound." My first January 1st. "You lost 1 pound." He was so excited. I said, "Doc, I lost 1 pound and you excited about that? Are you all right?" You know what he told me? I was tripping. He told me, out of all his patients, I was the only one that lost a pound. He said, "It doesn't matter if it's 1 pound. You are my only client that lost a pound." So I'm like, "What you mean?" He said, "Everybody, all my clients gain weight. Every single one of them gained weight. You are the only one that lost." He said, "I don't even care if it's a pound, but you lost it." So I'm like, okay. I felt kind of good there. So I said, "Well, doctor, let me tell you something right now. If you think 1 pound is something, baby, you wait till next year. I'm going to show you what I can do. Because now I'm a coach and I'm going to show you what I can do. 1 pound, that ain't nothing. Let me show you." So the following year I lost 20. He was like, "Okay." And then then I came back again. I lost 50. But he was like, wow. He was excited. He was happy for me. Because I'm like, I can't believe that he was so excited over 1 pound. But guys, all I want to do, I'm going to give you a challenge. My challenge is tonight, or as soon as you can, get on a scale and you decide for yourself. Are you going to let your scale be of your foe? Or are you going to let your scale be your lifesaver? Or are you going to let your scale be your friend? You decide. I really, really would love to know what you have decided. Please let me know. Please comment me. Please. I really, really want to know. I just want you to start thinking about yourself, because I'm telling you, time goes by so fast, and those 1 pound every year accumulates. Before you know it, you're overweight, you're obese. Because I was obese. I was like, gosh, I was obese. It is what it is. Facts. I don't want you to do what I did. I don't want you to just live life and don't pay no mind, ignore your doctor. I don't want you to do what I did. Please don't do what I did. Please don't. I want you to be smarter than me. Get on that scale and look at it and make a decision. Make a decision, please. I'm begging you. For those who need help, or those who want to continue this conversation and want to know more about how to lose unwanted pounds, or there's more information about health in general, you got some good news. Because on this Sunday, April 27th, I will be having my masterclass. The name of the masterclass is 5 Key Strategies to Lose Those Unwanted Pounds and Live Your Healthiest Life. It's going to be Sunday at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. One more time. This Sunday, April 27th, 6 o'clock p.m. I'll drop the link in after the podcast. I'm really looking forward to seeing you there. If you want to continue this conversation and learn about different ways to help to lose those unwanted pounds, I'm your girl, Coach D. Well, I hope that you have value. Please drop it on B's in there. If you can relate to anything I said, please, please, please tell me relatable. Just let me know. I'm sorry that I'm not able to see the comments right now, because Instagram is giving me the business right now, but it's okay. It's all right. I'm not worried about that at all, because I know I gave you value. So put them in there. I appreciate it. That's all I have for this evening. And until Sunday, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern, 5 key strategies to lose those unwanted pounds, nasty pounds, and live your healthiest life. Until then, stay well and healthy. Stay sexy wellness. I'm out. See you later. Bye-bye for now.